I feel like just when I've tried out every single meal delivery service that exists, I end up finding a new one. So in this video, I'm gonna be reviewing a meal delivery service that I just tried for the first time. And this service, I have to say, is unlike any service that I've tried before. Even though on the surface it looks pretty similar, it's actually really quite different. And this service is called CookUnity. Let's get into it. The way CookUnity works is really pretty unique compared to other food delivery services. So most other services, at least as far as I can tell, have kind of like one centralized meal team who's coming up with the recipes and coming up with kind of like all the different meals that are available. But CookUnity is different in that they have more of a distributed model of recipe creators. So it's really pretty unique. I haven't seen anything like this, but essentially how they operate is they operate a series of commercial kitchens. I know they have one in New York. They might have ones other places as well. And basically they supply the facilities, they buy all the ingredients, they have all the supplies, and independent chefs from around, really from anywhere, can apply to work for CookUnity as like an independent chef. So as far as I can tell, they're not like employed by CookUnity, but they come in kind of on a freelance basis and they can apply to create their own recipes and create those recipes in CookUnity's kitchen. CookUnity is kind of overseeing the process, making sure everything is hopefully like up to standard, and they're the ones marketing the meals, packaging them, and ultimately delivering them. So I definitely was a little bit skeptical about this because I was like, okay, if there's all these different chefs, what is the quality control like? Is there going to be a consistent level of like flavor? Is everything gonna be good? Or is it gonna be really hit or miss depending on which person the chef is? I'm really interested to tell you guys how that all went. And just so you know, this video is in no way in collaboration with the brand. I purchased all of these meals on my own with my own money. I actually reached out to CookUnity a while ago to see if they wanted to collaborate, and they started talking to me, but then they kind of ghosted me. So I do, however, just have like the generic referral code that literally anybody on earth can get. So if you want to save some money in your first order, you can check out the link or the code down in the description box. But if this is not the right service for you, I totally get that as well. If that's the case, check out my playlist of other food delivery service reviews because I have tried out a lot of them. And let's talk about how the delivery process worked. So the ordering process is really pretty simple. You just go to their website. They do operate on a subscription model, but it's not like you're tied into a certain length of time or anything like that. You can cancel or pause your membership at any time. I will warn you though, it does seem like they try to get you onto that subscription right away. So you definitely want to make sure you're monitoring your email and you don't get charged for something if you're not expecting to. But in terms of the actual ordering, once you choose a plan, you can choose as low as 4 meals, or you can choose more if you'd like. Basically, you go and choose the individual meals that you want. And I do like this because a lot of meal delivery services don't actually let you pick the actual meals that you're getting, which I think is kind of silly, but I don't know. I'm sure they have their reasons for it, but it does make for a worse customer experience. So I do like that you can choose each individual meal. I also like that every single meal on their site has like actual reviews of the individual meals, which I think is really great. It definitely kind of like eased my mind when I was choosing the meals. And especially because I was concerned about that like quality level differing between meals. It kind of gave me some peace of mind that at least other people had tried the specific meals that I was gonna try, and I could kind of read through the reviews of what they had to say about it. The price of the meals varies between about $11 to around $13.50. I'll put the exact prices on the screen, plus there's a $9.99 delivery fee. So you definitely can save money by bulking up, but as I said, everything is delivered refrigerated. So if you're getting that many meals, you're pretty much gonna have to eat this for like every single meal. I would say the price is honestly pretty reasonable. Like I typically like to say about $10 per meal is like a standard. I'm gonna be honest, I've been reviewing meals delivery services for many years now. And so especially with inflation, you have to expect that that standard is going to increase. So I think $11 to $13 is probably honestly like the new standard that you're going to see with a lot of these services. And I do think that price is pretty reasonable, especially because I'll talk about this more later, but the meals are pretty sizable portions. It's not like a lot of services where you're basically getting like a tiny snack version of a meal that's only like 200 calories. Most of these meals are closer to like 600 to 800 calories. So I feel like you're really getting your money's worth, and it is like a full meal that you're buying, not like a tiny snack. So delivery is really interesting because everything comes not in a normal like cardboard box like you see with most food delivery services, but it comes in this bag here with this little handle. It's honestly really pretty cool. And it's not delivered through the mail like most food delivery services, but it's actually delivered through a courier service. So this one just delivered right to the lobby of my building. It was not through the mail or anything like that. All of the meals are refrigerated, so nothing is frozen. I feel like that's kind of nice because everything is more fresh, but the downside is it's harder to like bulk up and get a lot of meals at once because most of these only have a shelf life of like 5 days to a week or so. So definitely think about that. These meals come packaged in a biodegradable paper packaging and they have a paper sleeve. The only thing that might be plastic is this kind of like film on the top of it. But overall, I do like to see meal delivery services not using as much plastic packaging just for health and environmental reasons. So overall, I was pretty happy with the packaging of CookUnity. And in addition to the calories being what I would say probably above average for meal delivery services, CookUnity it's not really trying to advertise itself as like a healthy food service. So I think if you are trying to follow a specific type of diet, like vegan, vegetarian, or you want to have meals that are keto, paleo, or low calorie, you're dieting, stuff like that, I don't think this is necessarily the best option for you. I think you can definitely find a lot of options of all different types of like meal types and diet type, but it's not really catered towards any one particular thing. So if that's what you're looking for, I would probably look for a service that specializes in those type of meals. In terms of the taste of the CookUnity meals, I generally had a pretty positive experience with them. So I tried 4 different meals from CookUnity. So the first was creamy mushroom cavatelli. This one, when I first tried it, I feel like it was a 6.5, but then once I tried it again, it kind of grew on me and I would put this at like a 7.5 after I added some salt and pepper. It was very fresh tasting. It was honestly almost too filling, which I feel like never happens with these types of services, which are almost always like really small portions. Next, I tried the Thai quinoa and veggie salad. This was 680 calories. So again, I feel like a pretty sizable portion. This one I really liked. I felt like it was really fresh and healthy tasting, but still really filling. And I liked that this was a salad with a lot of vegetables, but it wasn't like a lettuce salad. It was mostly quinoa and cabbage and stuff like that, which I thought was really nice. So I gave this one an 8 out of 10. Next, I tried the minestrone soup. This one I also gave an 8 out of 10. I really thought it was really quite good. The only negative thing is I think it was a little bit too salty, but I thought it was super flavorful. And it wasn't a traditional tomato-based minestrone, but more of like a oniony edamame flavor, which was, I thought, really interesting and unique. This one I liked a lot. And then finally, I tried the paneer makhani for 900 calories. This one, I don't know. I think this was probably my least favorite, but still I thought really solid. I actually split this with my husband for a lighter meal, and it was still enough for each of us to have like, not a huge portion, but a light dinner. This is one of my favorite Indian dishes, so I was really excited to try this. The only thing I didn't love about it is I feel like the flavor was lacking a little bit of dimension. It was a little bit kind of like just a little bit tomato saucy, and the paneer was also interesting. Like I'm a bit used to the like squeaky paneer. This wasn't like that. It was a little bit more of like a crumbly texture. I'm not really sure if that's like what it's supposed to be like or if it's supposed to be more of the squeaky kind, but yeah, overall I would say I was pretty pleased with the taste of the meals that I tried. So that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. All in all, I actually was really pleasantly surprised by this service. I think it's not the cheapest service out there, but I think the price is reasonable. I also think the meals are really pretty tasty all in all and are also pretty filling. I think in that way, it outpaces a lot of other services like this. So if you're interested in trying it, again, I do have my discount referral link that I'll put down in the description. But as I said, I don't think this is the best service for everyone. I think especially if you're someone who wants to find something that's even lower price, or you are following a really specific diets like vegan or keto or paleo or something like that, then again, I don't think this service is the best for you in that case. If you're one of those people, then definitely check out my playlist of other meal delivery services that I've tried, because I have tried a lot of them. And yeah, until next time, bye.